Hello, and welcome to some Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 training. I'm starting off here on SimBrief because this training video will be about how to create your flight plan in SimBrief and load it into Microsoft Flight Simulator. So to start, I'm going to simbrief.com, and you will need to create an account for this website. Once you're on the home page here, we can just go to Dispatch and Dispatch System. And from here we want to create a new flight. So I really only need three pieces of information for this section. I need a departing airport, an arrival airport, and a type of aircraft. So I'm going to enter in some data here. We're going to go from Southwest International, KRSW, over to KNEW, the Lakefront Airport in New Orleans. Then I'll select an aircraft type. For this one, I'm going to keep it basic. I'll just go with a Cessna. In this case, I'll pick a Cessna 172. We can see the names of the aircraft here on the right. You're not necessarily going to find every aircraft that's in Microsoft Flight Simulator here, but we can find one close enough. So I'm going to go with the Cessna 172R. That enters in some basic aircraft options here. And then we have some optional entries that are entered here. With some various pieces of information. And then we have our route down here. So we can see that these are our waypoints that our route is going to take for us. We can see this is in a valid route, and our route distance is 546 nautical miles. You want to keep the Cessna under 600 or so. So this sounds good to me. It'll be a long flight in the Cessna, but it'll be a nice one over the Gulf of Mexico. So now that I have this information saved, what I want to do is generate an OFP. So I'm going to click this, confirm I wish to generate the flight plan. So I'll click yes, and that'll generate. And I would encourage you, if you become interested in flight simulators and IFR flight and things like that, you'll definitely want to get to know SimBrief. And I'm not going to talk about SimBrief in general. There are other better videos for that, and maybe in the future I'll make one as well. But we can basically see we have a large summary of information, everything to do with our route, and we see a nice little map here of our route and all of our different various waypoints and what our routing is up here. We have a bunch of paperwork as well, including fuel estimates and things like that, just like what we would get in a real flight plan. But again, I'm not going to go into detail on this in this video. What I want to scroll down to is the flight plan downloads. So we can see FS 2020 new. It gives us a file name and a .pln. This is the file type that Flight Simulator will be looking for. So I'm just going to go ahead and click download on this. And that will download a file for this flight plan. So now I really have everything I need to now take this flight plan and enter it into Microsoft Flight Sim. So in a moment I will load back up into my sim. So now that I am in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our world map. I'm going to select the airplane that we wanted, the Cessna 172. And then from here, I want to go ahead and load the flight plan. So I'm going to go down here. I can see if I click space or this button, I can load or save the flight plan. So I'll click this. It'll let me know what flight plans I have available. From here, I can see which flight files or flight plans I'm able to load. So I'll click load. And from here, I want to navigate to the file. So I've opened the file. It'll take a moment to load it. And it also looks like I don't have enough fuel, so I can change that clicking on the airplane, go into the weight and balance. I can see my fuel here. I can just take out the co-pilot, and we can just pump up the fuel tanks. So now I can close this. I can see I'm within my range of the airplane. I have all of my waypoints listed up here at the top. I can scroll through those. I can change them as I would like. I can click on one and remove it. Or I can add additional ones if I would like by searching for them. But I'm going to keep it as is and go ahead and jump into the flight. Now my flight's loaded. I saw a little message briefly just letting me know I'm cleared for takeoff. I had it start me right here on the runway, but I'm cleared for an IFR flight. All that's taken care of from the setup system. So I'll go ahead and go ready to fly, and here I am. So before we take off, I can look here, or probably better, Control 2, into my GNS system, increase the map zoom, and I can see my flight is laid out here in the screen with each one of my waypoints. That's as far out as I can get, but we can see it all there. I'm not going to talk about the GNS 530 in any great detail in this video, but just wanted to let you see there that we do have our navigation built in. And with that, we're ready to go on an IFR flight in our Cessna 172. If this video was helpful to you, a like, a comment, very greatly appreciated. I'm new at this, don't have thousands of followers, but I thought this video would be helpful. So if it's helpful, please let me know. If there's any other information you'd like to learn about Microsoft Flight Sim, let me know. I can work on creating those videos as well. I appreciate any support that you have. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.